2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Waste Management Phoenix Open. Today's coverage is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hey Luke and Rich, I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round, and I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
Rich, how do you see this one playing out?
Well, last time they played, JT came out on top, so let's see how that affects the rivalry this time around.
No question, a wonderful drive of the golf ball, brilliant with his irons, super short game, and as you noted, that fire in his belly continues to burn brightly. It'll be interesting to keep an eye on this rivalry throughout the event. Going with the 8-iron here.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see.
That's not what they were looking for.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
How close was that to going down? And a par putt awaits him.
Putt is underway.
Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
Ricky Fowler is currently in the lead as we head to the next tee. The second hole at TPC Scottsdale is a mid-range par 4, playing 442 yards from the tips. The bunkers on the right side need to be avoided, which leaves a good mid to short iron approach to a green that is bunkered front, left and right, so a good accurate approach required. Good shot there, Beamer. And he's down there.
This is down breeze, so it's going to be tough to stop it on this green. Going for less club here. Justin Thomas, he looks like he's having an absolute blast out there today. That was a fantastic shot into this green.
That's frustrating. Par putt coming up here. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. The third here at Scottsdale plays over 550 yards from the tips. It's a strong par 5, which requires 2 big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to go for the green. But if you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those 2 bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out. Going with the 5-wood. Well, it looks like they tried to be bold there, Rich, but it didn't quite work out for them.
Not quite on the dance floor, Luke, but I love the position they're in for their third.
Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. It's on a good line. That's a great play at a great time, because they've not only moved up the leaderboard, they've now moved 1 shot in front of their rival. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. He's currently tied for 12th. The par 3 fourth at TPC Scottsdale. A fairly straightaway hole, but bunkers again. Front, left and short right requires a pretty accurate and solid strike. Going with the 5-iron here. Oh, come on, sit. Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there. Didn't quite get the approach close enough, so a long putt in front of them.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
That was a gallant attempt. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Oh, so close. A bogey putt awaits. Yeah, you'll take that. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. The 5th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that'll catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. Playing this shot from 120 yards. 3 behind our leader. That's a good-looking shot there. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Okay, steady now. That's not your best effort. Time now for the 4th shot. Just 3 strokes back. Good chance this one, right on 6 feet.
Yeah, putting for bogey here. Yep, tracking well.
Oh, just missed. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's 2 strokes ahead in this group rivalry today.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. And that's a little disappointing, dropping some spots on the leaderboard. The 6th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a solid mid-range par 4, 432 off the back tees. And again, it's more position off the tee that's required here, with the bunkers on the left-hand side. A bold player is to fly it over that bunker on the left and leave just a short wedge in. Bold players will get after this hole, but a safe strategy lays back before them. Oh, well played. Sitting at 2 over par. Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. That's a great shot into birdie range here at the 6th. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The 7th here at Scottsdale is a par 3, a straightaway hole, but bunkers left and right of this green ensure that a nice straight shot is required. Well, a little off the target with that one.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, Luke. This is a surprise, missing this one.
14-footer.
What a putt. Started this perfectly.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Sitting at 1 over for the event. The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure. That's nicely done. From around 140 yards here.
Wind is blowing left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. Always nice to have a birdie putt. What an excellent time to make a big putt like that. And you bet their rival knows just what happened. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's 1 stroke in front of his rival so far today. Great stuff.
That's a pretty handy shot. It's time to check on the leaderboard. And it's great to see Ricky Fowler back on top of this leaderboard. The finishing hole of the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale is a solid par 4, measuring 453 yards from the back tees. The big hitters will get after this hole, as there's plenty of room down the left-hand side. Although if you challenge that bunker on the right off the tee, it gives you just a short wedge into a green that's only guarded by a pot bunker at the front and then a back right bunker. A chance here to make a birdie. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 140 yards.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Oh, that was pure. And a chance for a spot in the top 20 on the leaderboard. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Well, Rich, think they can make this one?
You know, Luke, I've heard this metaphor before. Every once in a while, a blind squirrel finds an acorn. I believe that rings true in this scenario.
And this one will be for bogey. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
That is hunting for the hole. And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Oh, I'm interested in my buddy Beamer's thoughts at this duel after 9 holes.
Yeah, they're behind their rival right now through 9 holes, but there's lots of time, lots of opportunities on this back 9 to make up. It'll be interesting to see how it all ends up.
The 10th at TPC Scottsdale is a short par 4, measuring just 428 yards from the tips. There's a huge bunker down the right side of this fairway, which suggests maybe less than driver is necessary off the tee. What you want to do is set up for a good angle of approach, though. There's a couple of pot bunkers to the short right of this green and a big one to the front left to be avoided. Handy effort, that one. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left. Okay, that'll work.
Long way away from the hole if they want to make the birdie, though.
Ooh. No, that's too bad. An opportunity to make their par. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. The 11th is a par 4, playing 472 yards and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without taking it on. Anything that leaves about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie. Wonderfully played. This one from about 160 yards out.
Wind is blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the wind back to this pin.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. See if he can get that one to come back to the left a little. Now that looked pretty good the whole way. And a chance to get back to even with the card with this putt.
This putt to tie Justin Thomas.
Just didn't drop. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Ooh, nice line. Oh, that's a clutch par. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. The 12th for TPC Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed. This one looks to be on a pretty good line. No green in red, but a chance to save their par. Ooh, that almost went down. A 7-footer right here. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. Nicely holed, and for par. Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Found the green side bunker, looking for an up and down here. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. The 13th is one of the good scoring holes in the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green or just laying it back to a comfortable yardage of around 100, 125 yards. A chance for a birdie here to really ignite your charge. Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway. Sitting at 1 over. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Will he be able to get out of this one?
They've got to use all the bounce and strength that they can muster. This is sitting down.
Oh, it'd be nice to make this putt. This is for eagle. Ooh, right by the hole. So close to the eagle. You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And with that now, back to level par. The 14th is a strong par 4, almost measuring 500 yards from the back tees. The bunker that sits in the fairway should be covered. Anything around 190 to 200 yards out will give you a green light to go for this flag, although a 4 here never hurts. That tee shot looks pretty good. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
Chosen the pitching wedge here.
Trying to get it to move a little bit to the left here.
Oh, stop it. What a shot. Trying to get to 1 under here with this putt.
They've got this putt to pull ahead of Justin Thomas. This group rivalry could get interesting.
This one has eyes for the hole. A bit too much pace on that one. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold. Trailing by 7 after that hole. The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie.
The perfect wind swing. Nice and easy.
And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And this putt to move into the top 10. Looking good. And the putt drops. Now 2 under, heading down the stretch. And he'll move into the top 10. He's currently sharing 8th position. Welcome to the jungle, or as they call it here at TPC Scottsdale, the Stadium Hole par 3 16th. It's just a short club, but you miss the green, and a chorus of boos will ring out. And choosing the 8-iron here. This is the all-important stretch. Time to make your move. And this will give reason for the crowd to go absolutely bonkers here. And this putt to move into the top 5.
This one's tracking.
Ouch, that hurts. This is a par putt. Yeah, good putt. Well hold. -2, going along nicely today. This dramatic finish at TPC Scottsdale has no shortage of options at the 17th, Rich.
If you've hit the driver but you miss the green, you got to miss it out to the right-hand side to have any hope of getting it up and down for the birdie. However, you knock it on this green and one, you never know, you could make it two.
You like that, didn't you? Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Second shot here on the 17th hole. Oh, I thought that one was going in. 8 feet to the cup.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Oh, that's frustrating. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. This one started out on a good line. And all of them are chasing Tiger once again as we move to the next. The finishing hole at TPC Scottsdale requires a great drive. The big water hazard down the left-hand side and the Church Pew bunkers make it a very difficult drive. Anything out to those bunkers on the right will leave a good angle approach. But once you hit this shot, make sure you get the right area on the green if you're to make your birdie. Henny, what's the player facing here?
Yeah, this breeze just starting to get up now on the course, and it's directly into the face.
Going with the 7. Yeah, nicely played. Well, this putt will be a good one to hold for a round of 68. This is a good chance. And that'll bring an end to today's proceedings. And Henny, no win for this player, but they set a goal and accomplished it by performing better than their rival. They've got to be pleased with taking down Justin Thomas.
Oh, that's right, Luke. This player challenged JT and beat him. That takes a lot of confidence, but also a lot of skill to pull off. Congratulations to them.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time. PGA Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Here we are at the Genesis Invitational, one of the top events each year on the schedule. Today's coverage is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Thank you so much, Luke. I am so happy that I have been put with these two players because they've been going back and forth at each other on social media leading up to this event. They seem to really have something to prove, a bone to pick with each other, and it'll all be settled out on the golf course today.
No, filled with talent as Lexi Thompson. This is going to be a tight tussle. I can't wait to see how this one plays out. Left yourself an opportunity. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
A bit long on that one.
I think they didn't really understand how much downhill it actually was. Shocking.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Oh, so close. That's not your best effort on the greens.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind? Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
Getting ready to play their third. Oh, that is brilliant. A bonus birdie. And that'll promote a good move up the standings. Oh, that's an absolute beauty, hey, Beamer. Why don't we take another look at it?
Just look at how they get this ball up and out of the sand.
And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4, elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. Not a bad play, that one.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
That was a gallant attempt. And this one is for his par. Currently 1 under for the round. So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 fourth has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Here's Lexi Thompson. Okay, time to return to the action. This putt is for a share of second.
Starting to look really good.
That's one of those putts that you're proud of at the end of a round. They all add up.
Finally, they needed it.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Choosing the 9-iron here. That was wonderfully done. This putt for top spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? A par putt awaits. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par.
So close to getting a share of the lead, but gone with that effort for birdie.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Setting up miles from the hole.
Little birdie look in here.
Well, these are good putts to make. Good for momentum. Right on 7 feet. Ooh. Putting for bogey. Oh, just missed. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. And with that, he moves up to even par. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement off the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, if he holds this, it'll be a solid 19-footer.
Oh, you know you want to.
Well, that's a bit disappointing. Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Ooh, right by the hole.